Alright, in this video I'm going to explain my version of two routines, Miser's Miracle, which my variation of the Miser's Miracle combined with the Eugene Berger's Coins to the Table. It's a very nice combination. A lot of times in magic it's the way you combine things, right? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to have a couple of cards, and you're going to need these dice here, a die, a red die, a white die, a red die, and a jumbo red die. I have this jumbo folding coin, which is going to be hard to find. You can probably use a regular jumbo coin if you modify the routine. I have this, it's sitting under my leg, and I have it folded up. Okay, it's going to be sitting under my leg here. Now, it's under my right leg. What we're going to do is we're going to do some lapping. We're going to do a bunch of stuff. But the routine, the way I start off the routine, I have the guy, what he does is he puts some blue tack and he sticks it. Really good idea, which is what I would do, is so that you don't have to mix things with the lap. So it's along the table ledge behind it, and you take balls of blue tack and you can stick each thing behind it. It's a really good idea from Eugene Berger. But now I'm just going to be working from the lap. So I'll have this one on my right knee, actually on my left knee. Okay, I'll have this one on my right knee. So that's why it's better to have Eugene Berger's idea with the blue tack. But I don't have that right now, so I'm just going to work from the lap. Okay, so I'll have these in the lap. We're going to start off the routine, and we're going to have these coins palmed. Okay, and what I do with this is I have a couple of cards, and I'm going to have this dice hidden behind the card. I'm going to start off with a variation of a Miser's Miracle. Instead of producing only coins, and on this coin, we're going to have one coin actually in the lap. We're going to have two coins here, palmed, and we're going to have this one. So we're starting off kind of dirty, but we're going to have them take the deck and select out any two cards. And then from the lap, we'd reach in the lap and we'd palm the dice, and two coins, right? So they'd give the coins back to us. And if you're doing a card routine, these could be two selections, however you want to routine it. And when you take these back, and so from the right hand, we have the classic palm, two silver dollars, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of we're going to rely on like the cap subtlety here. As we turn this over, we're going to take with our fingers the die into our right hand as we show. We just show both sides of it. So we don't want to turn too far. They'll see this, so we want to kind of turn to the side as if we're working from the person from our left here. Now this is a really nice touch. You want to make sure you don't drop the coins, of course. So you got to be careful here. What you're going to do is you're going to rub these together after you showed them empty on both sides. You're going to transfer the die to here. Now this is going to look like there's nothing there, but as you rub, you're going to produce the dice from in between. It's a cool looking production. That's the first one, and then the next one, you're going to show these empty. You're going to drop the coin. You're going to get the coin behind it. You're going to do the subtlety of. Now you could have one coin in each. I'm going to show you some of my ideas with this. Okay. One of my ideas is to use this. Now you've got the coins behind each card. You're going to show them like this as you're showing the dice. Okay. So that's just as you're showing the dice. Now we're going to transfer 2 to 1. We've got to be careful they don't click. We're going to have 2 hidden behind 1. And we're going to turn this one over. And then we're going to rub here. We're going to show this one empty. We showed both empty. We already showed both empty just a second ago, so there's no need to do it again, but you can if you want to. Then you're going to load 1. You're going to load 2 behind the bottom one. Okay, the 2 coins. Your hands are otherwise empty as you're rolling the number and you're talking about the dice. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this one, we're going to rub here. As we rub, we're going to steal the coin off, and we're going to do this move here. We've got the coin here. Now we don't want them to see that there's space in between here, so our thumb's going to hold that. And then we're just going to, with one hand, we're going to just kind of squirt that one out. If we press here, we're going to squirt that one out, and that one will. So that's the illusion. We have to kind of keep that like that, right? Before we squirt it out. We're going to squirt it out, meaning push it here. It's going to squirt it out like that. That's the first one. This is a Miser's Miracle, okay? Now we're going to show both sides of the card, and we're going to be moving the coin behind again and doing this move as we adjust the coin here using the Bobo idea. Okay. Now we're going to go into the next one, okay, which is to show this empty very cleanly, and we're going to rub here. As we rub, see, this is going to all be done, this part all with one hand. We showed this empty, we rubbed it, and then we loaded it to here. Now we're going to make it look like there's nothing there. We're going to let gravity kind of take it over as we squirt that one out. Now, with all the attention on that, our hands are empty. We're going to tear one of the cards in half, okay? Or have the spectator do that. Now, as they're tearing that in half, we're going to steal the coin. We can use a sliding impasse here, okay? Then we're going to move that card out of the way. We're going to take this here, and we're going to load the coin. We're going to go into the final part of the Miser's Miracle, which is to do it with these little pieces, which is really good because we're here. Now, if you wanted to, you could do the second one like this, which is the real way that Jerry Andrews does it. And he shows these things empty with the pieces, which is logical here. And then he loads this here, and he does the same thing, letting gravity. You're heading this behind here, and you're holding that with your thumb, and you're letting gravity push that out. And then you pull. Then you would tear this into a piece of quarters, which is good. And then you would show both sides of this thing. Okay, and the way we would do that is we'd show this piece, move it to this side, show this piece, and then do the same thing, which looks like there's no way it can fit because our thumb is kind of hiding that on that last one. Okay, it looks like it cannot fit. So you keep producing coins. And then what I do is I have this other card. My hands are completely empty. I tear this in half. I have the spectator tear it in half, and they can see that it's empty. And then as they're doing that, I will load this into the finger palm, which is the folding jumbo coin, right? Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. This is in the hand, in the finger palm. Okay, it's just like this. So I'm going to pick up the pieces. I'm going to show both sides. You've already seen the pieces, and then I'm going to show both sides like this, and I'm going to load this elongated behind it. See, so this is the jumbo coin behind it. It just looks like I'm going to rub it together. Okay, my hands are otherwise empty. And the reason why is because there's no way you could fit a jumbo coin behind this. But because this is a folding coin, you can. So this is my original idea. So what I do is as I rub it, I start to rub it, and then as I'm rubbing here, what happens is this goes behind here, and then I let this one flip out. So it'll look like this. It'll flip out just the first edge. Okay? Then I will show this like there's no way this can fit because it can't. You know, you can fold it over or whatever you want to do, and then you let the other piece, because see how far you can come up here. There's no way you could hide a jumbo coin in there. It's impossible. So you're not showing it like that, but you kind of are. You're showing the piece, and then you're squashing it down. So there's no way you could hide a jumbo in there, right? But it's actually the folding one like this. And then you're just showing like you're making it appear. Then you let it pop out to the bottom side as you go like this, as you rub. So that's the jumbo production from Miser's Miracle. And that and alone is a good routine in and of itself. But now what we're going to do is go into the rest of this routine. It's kind of a long routine. So you produce the coins. You then would do a color change with the die. And the way that's done is as your hand drops to the lap, you're going to palm, or you do the slidini impasse as you toss this out. And then you slidini impasses here, right? Then you would make a switch. This is one of the switch that he uses. You let this drop to the finger palms, this red one, and then it looks like we're going to just have this in the hand here. looks like we're going to rub it, but as you rub it, the white one comes back, and then we're going to lap the white one. So we've got two here. So this looks really clean. Watch, it looks like this. You roll it a couple times. And this is the way that Eugene Berger did it. You pick it up, you put it in the hand, you set this hand on top, but you actually got the finger palm red one, so it's going down here, right? You can see this, and it looks like you're just kind of shaking the die, because you are. You're shaking it towards the back. See how it's towards the back? And as you come to the table, as you're rubbing here, you lap the, with your knees together, you lap the red one, and you come all the way away from the table edge. So as you rub, you come forward, and then you just open the hands like a book. So that's a really clean change of the die. Now we've got this red one in the lap that we're going to use towards the end. It would be on the blue tack like Eugene Berger does it, which is better, and that's so you don't mix stuff in your lap. But right now it's on my left knee, the jumbo, okay? Or you can have it on your right knee, depending on how you're managing it. I would use the blue tack, okay? Now we're going to go into the coins to the table of Eugene Berger, okay? What he does is he takes one coin here, and he does like a retention, okay? So he does a retention. Then he does a click pass. Now the click pass is, as you pick this one up, you should know the click pass. You just kind of go here, right? And a good way to do this is to show this coin, and as we pick it up, as we show it like this, we set it back down. As we pick it up, we're going to maneuver it into the palm as we turn this hand over, so it'll look like it should be still at the fingertips. This is an idea of Al Schneider, okay, and that will look like this. And a really nice subtlety with it is like this, because they can see it right here. So you should be at the fingertips, but you can actually let it drop into the palm from there, which is good, and then go into the hand. And you've got it palmed, okay. So that would be the easy way to do that would be to pick this up, and then as you're showing it, then as you come on over here, you're going to softly palm that with just the three fingers, right? And then you do the click pass. So let's do that again, right? We're here. We could do the retention. I like the retention with this better. I just like it. It looks better. And then as we take this coin, we're going to lap the one here. We're going to lap it as we drag this back. So what I like to do is I like to go like this, and I like to feint like the coin is not there, like I did a lap. That's for magicians, and then it's still there. And then we're going to drop it in. So we've got all three. And then we've got the dice, which goes under the table. Now, under the table, we're going to double back with the elbow. We're going to pick up the first coin. Okay? Then we're going to say 1, 2, 3, and then we click it on the bottom of the table. We come up. This is a beautiful routine of Eugene Berger. Now we're going to do a click pass. Okay? Do a retention. And we palm this one in the classic palm, and we're going to do a click pass. Then we're going to take this one, and as we pick this one up, we're going to we can lap it, you know, if we want, because then they think we've lapped it, and then we show this one. Or we can just, probably what I would do is just, what Eugene Berger does is just to, as you set this down, and this one's in the palm, but you can flatten it on the table, and as you come back, you can lap the first one, and then they can see this. So you put this underneath the table, just one coin and one die with your hand open, and then you go like this. You go 1, 2, 3, and then we click at the bottom of the table. You have them push the back of their hand. It's cute. Boom, right? Now here's the next one, for the last one. You put it in your hand. You so you would double back, actually, right, and you come out with two like this. And then here's the last one. You put this one here in your hand, doing a perfect retention. Now, if they think you've done anything, this is good, because you're going to go like this. You're going to show two, and then die. You're going to put that underneath the table. You're going to drop one onto your knee, and then you're going to come back up, and you're going to say, oh, maybe you think I didn't do it. Maybe it's not there, and you show this one. Then you're going to do hang ping chin, okay, as you show like this, okay? Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take the last one, okay? We take the last one, make the last one go through. The last one is like this on top. And then we do the sliding thing, which is tap, tap, boom, okay? The last one. Now when we bring these up, everyone's looking at the coins. We're going to do the slidini impasse, where we're going to take the jumbo, move the jumbo into the right hand. Okay? The jumbo is going to move to the right hand. Then we're going to pick up this die. We're going to pretend to toss it into the hand, and we're going to do a bobo switch with that. Then we're going to make a lap here. So this is here. We're going to lap here as we brush the table or move the coins out of the way. But the nice thing to do here is when we put this in the hand like this, okay, what we can do is we can show it like this one more time by acting like pulling it out of our hand. This is the idea that I use. Act like it's still there, but the jumbo's now in there. And then I'll stick it in the hand like this, like I'm stuffing it back in. And then I'm going to do, as I move the coins out of the way, I'm going to lap this. This is going to be clipped, just the die. And I'm not going to come to the edge of the table. I'm going to use a nice subtlety from Gary Willett. I'm going to use the arm because there's a gap here. As I reach for the coins to slide them over, this gap, this distance here is going to be covered by my arm. I'm going to lap the die, the little die. So that goes in the hand. When it goes in the hand, very quietly, don't let them click. Get this to the back clip with your middle finger here. So you've got the big die and the middle finger here. Because then what you can do is you can show that the die is still there. It's a nice subtlety. You're going to kind of move this die a little bit out of the way to the side, not too far, but so it's still hidden. And then when you push that in, it really goes in the hand. See, it's the die. It really goes in the hand, but then you back clip it with the middle finger. So then your hand's seen empty. You never come near the edge of the table. As you move to here, you lap it with the cover of the arm, which is a beautiful subtlety of Gary Willett. And then you're going to roll the die. You change the die to a big die. So this has got a lot of ideas. It's got ideas for the big die and the big coin. I used the thinking of Eugene Berger and how to frame the work around the coins through table with other routines. I've used the Miser's Miracle to produce the coins and the jumbo so that it matches the jumbo at the end. So at the end, you should look like this. And then you can switch this for a real one simply by, you have another jumbo coin in the lap, and you bring it into the palm, and then all you would do is you would lap this as you brushing the coin. You would lap this, and it's also based on this vanish. So you'd lap the folding jumbo for a real one, and you do it impasse. You'd bring the real coin to a tenkai here, right? And this would be the folding coin here. And you would get a real one in tenkai here, and all you would do is you would lap this as they're looking at everything. So you can hand out a real, not a folding coin, but a real one. So I hope you like that. That's a lot of magic there. A lot of new ideas for you to work on. Thank you. Enjoy.